In this video, you'll learn all about Reference Library in Synergy Viva. The open book icon on the left side represents your reference library. When it's highlighted, you know that you're in your reference library. When you come into Reference Library, you can choose to look at remedies or books. If you want to find a remedy, you simply make sure that remedies is ticked here. And in the type to search window there, you type the first few letters of your remedy and you can find it. When you have books ticked, you will type the first few letters of the author's name, and then you can find that book very easily. And if you want to see the whole list again, you simply X out of the type to search list. This 3-book icon allows you to look at certain categories of books. For instance, if I wanted to just see journals, I could select that, hit OK, and now I'm only looking at the journals in my list. And of course, everybody's list will be different. Your list will be according to whichever library that you have chosen. I'm going to turn off this filter, go back to my entire list of books by clicking the purple circle. And if you want to create your own groupings of books, you can do so. Here, you would simply click on Create. Let's say you wanted to create a category of Vermeulen books. I'm going to hit OK. I've named the category, and now here I'm going to search for them. And they all come up, and you choose whichever ones you want. Hit Save. To go to your list, you click this again, and here it is right here. And you can hit OK, and now I'm only looking at my Vermeulen books. I'm going to turn that filter off by clicking the purple circle, and now I'm going to show you about the filter. You can filter to look at certain remedies. Let's say you want to do a deep dive into comparison of pulsatilla and sepia. You can hone in on those remedies here. I'm checking to make sure I got all the ones I wanted. Here we are. I cleared that type to search window and I clicked on this little eye within the filter, and now I can see my selections. And they're there. I'm going to hit Apply. And now whenever I open a book, I'm only going to see those 2 remedies as long as that filter is placed. And when I come into remedies, I only see those 2 remedies. And to turn that off, I'm going to click the purple circle. I'm going to go back into the filter icon. You can also filter for certain kingdoms. If you want to see only the Solanaceae remedies, I'm going to select them. And now I'm only looking at those in remedies, and when I come into books and open a book, you see I'm only seeing those Solanaceae remedies in the book, in any of the books. All right, to turn that off, again, click the purple circle, come back in here. You can also select certain sections if you want to hone in on a section. Let's say we want to just look at information about the eyes. I'm going to select eyes. Eyes and ears here as well, just so I won't miss anything. I'm going to hit Apply. And now when I go into any book, any of my books, I'm going to see the remedies and open this up, and you see only the eyes chapter is present because I've set that filter. I'm going to return to the top and turn off the filter. You can also create filters. Up here in Advanced Search, Custom Filter, you can create a filter. Name it, choose remedies for it, or choose a family. And you can edit once you've created one and delete if you decide you don't want it. Once you create it and hit Apply, it shows up here in Custom Filters. I created one for the Gold Series. I'm going to apply it, and now I'm looking at in books. Let's go to any of our books. I'm looking at only those remedies that are in the Gold Series. When I come to remedies, I'm looking at only those remedies that are in the Gold Series. and we'll turn that off by clicking the purple circle again. Now on the right side is where you do most of your reading. Let's go into a book. Let's go back to Fatak, Concise Materia Medica. I'm going to open the book by clicking on the plus sign. You notice that that did not change the right side. When you click on the plus sign and open a book, it only makes the change here. It opens the book for you. When you click on the book name itself, that's when you'll see it appearing in the right side, which I'll show you in a moment. I'm going to go down into the book, off the book name, and into the remedies with my down arrow. And now I can type to search for any remedy in this book. So for instance, let's say we wanted to go look up lac caninum. I'm going to type in LAC, jump down to the lacs, you see, and I can just scroll and find this. Now I'm not going to click on the plus sign here. If I do, I'll just open that and it'll give me the chapters. You can do that and then go straight to a certain chapter. But I want to look at all the information under this remedy in this book. So I'm going to click right here on the remedy name. And now it gives me each one of those sections. If I were to just click on a section, it'll just give me that section and whatever is below it. So let's say I come down here to sleep. I see sleep and I see relations. If I want the whole information about this remedy again, come up to the top, and now I have all of it, from generalities all the way down to relations. Now I can type to search within this information that I have before me. I use this type to search window, and I want to type the word throat and jump straight to all the information about throat that lac caninum has, which is quite a bit. In generalities, it's in the affinities, it acts on the throat. And let's keep going. Of course, it's in the mouth chapter, throat affectations, nervous throat affectations. And of course, the throat chapter is showing here as well. Sore throat, beginning and ending with menses. And I'm going to each one. And we even have something in the respiratory chapter about the throat. Cough from constant tickling in the throat. And so that's how you search a word within a chapter. And to get out of this, I just simply X right here. You can also click on this chevron. You can type to search the beginning of a word and go to that. You can type to search a portion of a word if you choose anywhere, and it will go to that. Let's see if there's any kind of itis going on in lac caninum. I've got anywhere selected. I'm going to search for that. Yes, tonsillitis is here. So that's a way you could jump to the inflammation of lac caninum. And I'm going to X out of that. You also have the choice of the whole word. So for instance, if you wanted to search for urination, just that word, not any related words, I'm going to come here, click the chevron whole word, and we're going to search that. And I jump straight to the two instances of urination without seeing, for instance, any reference to types of urine. And I'm going to X out of that. This eye icon allows you to change your view within Reference Library. So you can make your remedy colors different, section colors different, and the body of the text different as well. Right now, I've got my remedies in red. Let's change that. I'll show you how to do that. You click on the color square, and instead I'm going to make them be purple. So I'm going to slide this little slider till I'm into the purples. You click within the square where you want the various kinds of purple, and then you hit apply. See the apply that's here. And now that color is purple. All right, what else can you do here? The background. If you don't want a white background, you can change that. I'm going to make my background this tan color and apply here. And I'm going to make my font size just a little bit bigger. It's 12 right now. I'm going to increase that to 14. This is how you make a bookmark. Anytime you're in a chapter, you can bookmark it. You choose whichever color you like. I am going to make this blue. Hit OK. And now you see the blue bookmark appeared here. To find it, let's go to a different chapter. We'll go here. So we're not on that anymore. The blue bookmark is gone. As you see, we're in a different chapter. But I can jump back to that, coming here and clicking here and here. And there we are. Let's say I want to look at this remedy in this book, but I want to compare it to another book. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find another book. I'm going to find Herring's Guiding Symptoms. Open the book, use my down arrow to get into the book and type lac for lac caninum. LAC I did. Now, if I were to just click this name, it would replace Photox tab here. What I want to do is hover my mouse, right click, which on a Mac computer is Control plus click. And then I'm going to utilize this message, open in a new window. I'm going to give that a click. And now I've got Herring's Guiding Symptoms with lac caninum and Photox is here. I want to look at those side by side. I'm going to come over to this icon here, click it. The Herring's Guiding Symptoms is the one that's in the forefront, as you can see. And what I want to do is bring Photox lac caninum to the forefront. I'm selecting that to bring it forward with Herring's. Okay. And so now I'm looking at Photox lac caninum and Herring's side by side. And you can scroll and compare. To turn that off, I simply come back here, untick, hit OK, and I'm back to my single view. This question mark is for reference library help. If you have a question, you're in reference library, you don't quite know how to do something, you can click here and the reference library information will come up for you. There are also some right-click options here in reference library. Let's say you want to translate some text into a different language. You highlight, right-click, and go to Get Translation, make it German. And now we're looking at that part that we highlighted in German. And you can right-click again and revert the translation. And you're back to the English. You can also do some copying. You have to be careful. Certain authors don't want you to copy their material at all, and so you have to respect that. I think you would be able to copy some here in this particular book. Again, highlight, right-click, copy the text. And the text is copied. You can take it to a chart within SHS or a document outside of SHS. Now you also noticed the highlighting options. Those are only available if you have purchased Smart Reader, which is this icon here. And so if you're interested in getting a function where you can highlight and make notes in your reference library, please look at our section on Smart Reader and contact your sales representative. I want to go over the navigation here in the left side just a little bit more. We're going to find a book again. Books is selected here. I'm going to X out of this and I'm going to go find Morrison's Desktop Guide. It's right down here at the bottom. Now, I can click it and it instantly puts Morrison's Desktop Guide on the right side. But you'll notice that Morrison's has a lot of remedies, and maybe I want to jump straight to a remedy within that book. To do that, you use your down arrow to get off the book name and into the remedies, and then you type for the name, the first 3 letters on your keyboard, not in any type to search window, but just on your keyboard, not positioning your mouse anywhere. I'm going to type for Veratrum Album, and I've jumped down to the choices I have here. I typed VER, and that's what I see. So I then click on this, and I'm right there at it. And let's say now we want to jump to borax, I'm going to type BOR, and I jump back up the list. Let's say I want to go to a specific chapter within borax. If I click on the name, I'll see all the chapters and I can scroll through them. And that's one way to get to the chapters, certainly. If you open the remedy by clicking on the plus sign, you see all the chapters before you and you can jump straight to where you want to go. Now remember, when you've selected a chapter down the list, you come in on that chapter and you see everything below it. So if you've selected characteristics, then you're going to see all the sections. So it all depends on if you want to hone in on a specific thing or if you want to be able to scroll through all of them. You can do the very same thing in remedies here. Let's type to search for borax. Here it is. I'm going to open this remedy by clicking on the plus sign, and all those books that you see before you under that remedy have information about that remedy. I want to go to a specific book. If I were to just click this remedy, Alan's Keynotes would come up because it's the first book on that list. But I'm going to use my down arrow, get into the list of books, and I'm going to type and jump to Morrison's desktop books. Desktop companion, I typed MORR to get me there. And now if I want the guide, you simply click on the guide like this. And you can have as many tabs as you want up here that will fit. You can make your window bigger to accommodate more tabs. When you're not using a tab, you simply X out of it up here at the top. And if you want to have another tab, let's say you want Morrison's Desktop Companion to go next to it, right click, open that in a new window. And now I'm looking at borax information in the Desktop Companion and the desktop guide I can get to again simply by clicking on that tab. I hope this video has been very helpful to you. Thank you for watching.